Alright guys, Metal Santa here again. It's time for another new guitar day. I went a little bit outside of the normal this time, and I went down a path that a couple other guys going down. I thought I would see what I get from one of these Fesley guitars. I ordered a Fesley. It took about 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. I'll put some comments on exactly how long it took. First impressions, it's your, more like you get with the U.S. companies, the just cardboard box. Feels like it might have the coffin inside of it. Says Fesley, to lead a new cool. Sometimes some of this stuff, Chinese translation, doesn't come through quite like I think they think it will. But it says deluxe edition. Let's take a look at what we got here. I've got my overhead camera shot that I'm doing. Hopefully I'm getting better with the sound quality and the video quality. Hope you guys like it. And without further ado, let's get this thing open. I don't have to find the seam on this one. It's pretty obvious, right? All right, see if this is quite as dull as the last time. No, not quite as dull. Is that really it? Looks like that's it. Just one piece of tape. Kind of sketchy. That piece of tape breaks loose. This box is coming apart in transit. And I can tell you, this came from Amazon. So I got it from Amazon. And they were not gentle with the process. You can look at the box and see the box is crinkled up here, got crinkle marks all through. The guy set it at my front door with this end down. So craziness. I don't know why you would do that, but hey, whatever. You go, Amazon. All right, so right off the bat, comes in its own little gig bag. Golly, here's my shock. Is I can already tell you this gig bag is the only packing that this thing has to keep it from getting damaged in shipping. Comes with an audio cable. I'll tell you, this is a little better cable than it looks like the ones that we normally get with these Chinese brand guitars. Comes with an audio cable. Comes with a little cheap tuner. Right, so you got a little cheap tuner, but hey, it's a tuner. So you're getting a cable, a tuner, a cleaning cloth with Fesley on it. They're branding their stuff. That's good. You get a strap, and this isn't the cheapest strap that I've ever seen come with one of these. It's actually not that bad of a strap. That's pretty thick, guys. If you can see that, that's not. Some of these that come are pretty jankety. Now that's jankety material there. I wouldn't trust it to strap up one of my Gibsons, but not bad. I mean, it's for the value you're getting this thing for. And I'll put the price and the links, what I paid on this one, and the Amazon link to it in case anybody's interested. All right, so there you go, Fesley. As it stands, not a horrible gig bag. I mean, I would imagine someone who's actually gigging probably isn't going to be taking this guitar to gig. But if you're going over to practice, if you're a learning guitarist and you need to go to your practice, this would be a great little bag to put it in. All right, so let's see what we got in here. Let's unzip this thing and see what she holds for us. All right, ready? I got there's the whammy bar and the Allen wrench and the desiccant silicone gel, and comes in like a cheesecloth rather than the one that just tears to shreds. It's a pretty headstock. I mean, look at that. That is not a bad looking headstock design. I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty sharp. I don't know if you can see that, but that's not bad. All right, so this is I forget the model number. It was on the box, like FDXR 8000 or some 800. Let me look on the box and I'll tell you. But there you go. First overall impressions, man, it's not a bad looking guitar. You know, it's of course got a veneer top on it. See? Got a decent weight to it. It kind of reminds me of an Ibanez Geo. Just, my initial, right off the get-go, what does this thing remind me of? I would say an Ibanez Geo is kind of my first impression on it. And the price point might have it kind of in that same range as an Ibanez Geo. Of course, you got your little hang tag with Fesley Deluxe Edition. It's got all the QC. It's showing you what they're saying the action is on the first string at the first fret. If you can see that, the first string at the first fret is 0.05 at the first fret, 0.05 millimeters, and at the 12th fret, 1.5 millimeters. We will test this when I do my review. At the 6th string at the first fret is saying to be 0.6 millimeters and 2 millimeters at the 12th fret. So this is showing, this is supposed to show that they did some QC on this thing. I love the color, and the overall first impressions is this not a bad looking guitar. Guys, I'm gonna throw this box down here. We all saw what was in it, so we all kind of have an idea what comes in this package. This is, I will tell you exactly which guitar this is. Like I said, Fesley's doing kind of the Ibanez thing with the model numbers. At least they're not as long as the Ibanez model numbers. This is the FST800 DJT. So the FST800 MZ FST800 something, right? Long model number, and it probably has, to do with the top and the fret and how many frets it has and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's see here. Tune or no tune? What do you guys think? Close. It's not in tune, but it's not terribly out of tune, which tells me, they may have set this guitar up. Ooh. All right, number one. Here we go. First things first. Sharp frets. That would cut you. That right there at the 12th fret, if you're trying to slide up and down there, I'm afraid to slide my hand down it. It's so sharp. That definitely right there would cut you. So right off the get-go, you don't expect the world out of these kind of guitars, but simple fretwork should be done. They should have some kind of QC where somebody just runs their hand down the fretboard, and if it cuts your hand, you probably need to do something before you send it to the customer. The top side is a little better, except for when you get down here to the higher register. That's definitely, let's put it this way. If you can see on this camera up here, I'm going to show you when it catches my finger. Catch. Every time you see my finger stop, it's catching. Look at that. Catch. Look at that. It's catching the skin on my finger. That's how sharp these frets are. You couldn't really do a lot of up and down the neck on this without being cognizant of that. The overall appearance, like I said, it's not a bad looking guitar. I like the design. I really like that head shape. The headstock shape, that's not bad at all. You can see it's got the bolted on neck. Doesn't make sense why they recessed the electronics, but did not recess the for the tremolo, the back plate for the tremolo and the pickups. I don't understand that. Tuners are labeled Fesley, so you can see the tuners are labeled Fesley. So this guitar right here is going to be the one that prompts me to go ahead and get a fret tool. I've been thinking about getting a fret tool so I can do some fret work. Other than the frets look not bad when you look at them. They're not all corroded and gunky and they're a little scratchy. I mean, impressions of the appearance, it's a good looking guitar, but the frets just, that's something simple that these guys should be catching. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this unboxing done so I can get on with my day. The thing just showed up, and then I'm going to work on doing some playthroughs on it. Oh, I was going to look at the neck. Let's see if I can see what the neck looks like. Look at that. Just caught that. All right, the neck. It has just a slight amount of relief. I would say if I put a feeler gauge in there, that's going to be pretty close to right. It's going to be pretty close to right. So not bad. I mean, it looks like they may have already set the neck up. Again, it blows my mind with the fretwork on the edge of that fretboard. That's just, to me, that would be one that you would need to make sure that you are not, and maybe it's some fret sprout. I don't know, I've never experienced actual fret sprout on a guitar. My understanding is that the whole fret starts to come out past the, even the part of the fret that's embedded in the fretboard sprouts out past the fretboard. It's got a pretty fretboard. I don't know what that, I'm going to look up the specs on it. It's not a bad looking. Again, I'm a little disappointed with the frets, but the fit and finish, everything else on the guitar looks pretty good. Let's see. How sharp is that? It's a little sharp, yeah. So a lot of times with these cheapo, bridges, you just tear your hand up on where those screws come up through them, and this one's a little sharp. So this is a HSS setup, like a super strat. So all right, guys, let's see if I got any push pulls. No push pulls. It's got the gnarled knobs. Those are nice. Nice smooth. There's nothing wrong with the, they're not catchy or anything. 5-way switch. Again, overall, other than the obvious fretwork issues, looks like a decent value. I'm gonna plug it up and I'll tell you after the review. But this is the Fesley 800. Like, again, the model number. We'll call it the FST800. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll get some playthroughs on the video at the end of the video, so don't check out yet. I'm going to do a couple playthroughs. I'm not going to do a full review on it right now, but I'll play some tones and just do a quick kind of overview of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Metal Santa out. Catch you on the next one.